The Detroit Lions have been outstanding. I think that can go without saying, but they've actually outscored their opposition by 17.3 points on average over the course of their 6 wins in 2024. That's mostly held up by the 2 games they won by a raging 38 points. The Lions beat the Dallas Cowboys by 38 in week 6 and just beat the Titans by 38 points also. This offense has looked literally unstoppable, and there are people who use the word literally that don't seem to know what it means, but I'm using the word in the most literal way. So without further ado, let's dive into the tape and look at what makes this Ben Johnson offense so good. Obviously, the team's success on special teams this past week played a massive part in the win, and it obviously helped with the overall success in scoring for the Lions. The special teams unit for Detroit amassed 262 yards on returns. That's kick and punt return yards combined. They had returns of 10 yards, 44 yards, 64 yards, 72 yards, and a 90-yard punt return touchdown. This team is obviously coached real well, and we'll hit on that a bit more later, but the special teams unit was a huge part of this team's performance in week 8, so I just wanted to acknowledge that before anything else. We can transition over and talk about the run game. Detroit's line has been one of the best unanimously for the past few seasons, and the way they can generate a push or a surge is absurd. One of the many ways that this team wins is up front. When you have a line of dogs and you can run the ball at will until the opposing team has to fully commit to stop it, you can really beat a defense up. We've all seen this offense pick teams apart when throwing the ball, and they've had elite games playing that way. But most of that stems from the run game and vice versa. Both the run and the pass game complement each other, and you can get into a deep spiral talking about this with play calling, game plans, schemes, and coaching. But the main point being, if you want to run the ball well consistently, then you should probably pass the ball well. And if you want to open up the run, you should show that you can pass the ball. Look at this play. When you watch this initially, I feel as if the casual fan looks at the broken tackle and says, wow, what a good play by that running back. But this O-line paves the lane for this touchdown right in front of the back. It's not like there's anything complex or crazy here. Just watch this line as a group and how much they're advancing and driving the defense back. Montgomery breaks a nice tackle, but there's 2 linemen in front of him taking care of business and helping in a drastic way. Let's back it up and watch 71 and 58, the right guard and tackle. They're just going to push Jeffrey Simmons and company back against their will. And watch the back view of this play, specifically number 77 and number 60. When they start the play, they start with a duo block on the best player on that defense. Then 60 climbs and takes the backer. And the individual play, this is by Jahmyr Gibbs, is outstanding. Gibbs hit just over 22 miles per hour and burned an entire defense. This is a wonderful combination of great blocks and a great run. The fact that Gibbs was never touched on a 70-yard run is a testament to the blocks getting him to the second level and to the player for clearing the rest of the defense. This team succeeded big time on the ground, consistently running the ball successfully throughout this game. There's play after play of great examples that I could show and break down, but not everyone's got that sort of time. And it comes back to what I was saying earlier. To pass the ball well, you should try to be a problem when running the rock. I'll ask this quick question. When someone's running all over you, what do? You commit, or at least make an effort to emphasize and adjust to defend the run, right? So there's this thing called play action where you fake the give to a running back and resort to passing the ball off of that. This Lions team tends to succeed at a high level when running play action pass. Take this play for example. We're gonna watch Amon-Ra St. Brown here. They're trying to sell the defense that this is a run play. So with the fake handoff combined with the great dummy block by St. Brown, while the DB's eyes are in the backfield, the DB then bites down to defend the run, and Amon-Ra breaks free of all coverage and makes the touchdown catch with no one in sight. But there's way more than just a few play action passes in Ben Johnson's bag. This dude's a genius and seems to time his more elaborate play calls really well. We've seen plenty of trickery, and you may even call it mockery, with the way he's coming up with this stuff. Watch Laporta in motion coming across the field. What do you see? I see Amani Hooker, the safety, following, hinting at man coverage, which is great for the situation, by the way. But here's the twist. The ball actually goes to David Montgomery, so everyone and their mom's expecting a power run play. Demont pulls up like he's going to throw, and what do you know? Amani Hooker bit on the run and lost Laporta, and what a great throw by Demont to hit his guy in the end zone. When you slow this all down and you just watch the dominoes fall one by one, it's purely poetry in motion, to be cliche. Having a coach with these sort of things in his back pocket, or just the ability to design plays the way that Ben does, it's not all trickery or stuff we've never seen. It's his ability to execute the plays that every team uses better than everyone else. And Jared Goff's a part of that too. To have that sort of power and balance as an offense is something to admire about Ben Johnson, and you can see why he's probably the hottest name for future head coaching opportunities. It's not all coaching though. This Detroit team works their tail off to execute, and they play with really good effort, let alone most of the guys on this offense seem to play with a bit of grit and can punch above their weight class, if you will. Just watch tight end Sam Laporta on this play, executing a great block, stopping a charging linebacker in his tracks. We'll back it up now and watch Tim Patrick on this same play. He got his hands on straight away and didn't let go. Plus the little attitude at the end. Gotta love that stuff. This team's bought in, and it's hard not to be. There's no doubt that this has been one of the toughest, hard-nosed football teams since Dan Campbell got there and started biting off kneecaps. And as a Packers fan, this sucks, like so bad. But as a fan of the game that appreciates nuances and smaller details, it's hard to deny that this is one of the premier teams in the National Football League. And that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, go down, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.